M80 versus Trusting Plugin, my friends. I just finished EMEA. No time to waste. This game will be good. And check it out, man. Governor Team Apex with Fluorescent versus Team Vitality, man. You're gonna see some very interesting and historical plays in that game, bro. Trust me. Things you never saw in your life.
Just at a distance.
Was amazing, was amazing.
It's first to fall. Now you got shock bolts that could just try and stagger things. Now Trusting Plug off the cage, right?
If you know what I'm talking about, you know.
Now they've cleared the side, at least the boat side of things. And Bao just wants to buy time, keep himself safe, stays in the closet, waits for the re-entry of M80. But they're kind of smoked
My
off,
boy
so
Sato was on fire last game, bro. On fire.
But Caillou has been just a fragger today off the first blood.
And their previous coach, Ben,
gets a fourth.
Actually, didn't got kicked. I think he decided to leave M80.
One step at a time, but it all crumbles in front of them.
Is Kaplan? No, Kaplan is that.
That's unfortunate.
The current one from Sentinels.
Standing, but they're just holding.
But I forgot his name, man.
As well.
But it was the guy who was on Sentinels show, the analyst.
Taking a lot of time for Trusting Plug to look for information off of Bones and just feeling the most confident about how they can converge into B, but
oh my god, the kid is on fire, bro. The kid is on fire.
Man, must have been really warmed up for this match.
I'm telling you, man, the talent on this team is actually insane, bro. They will cook if chat can implement his ideas and these kids can absorb, man. The experience and the talent together is great, man. It's great.
Themselves up for a marathon of a run, and I'm glad you brought up the timing there for Trust and Plug, because it is just a sync thing. Imagine if that paranoia came in at the same time as people were walking in. It would be, you'd be able to really stress M80's focus, but right now, Trust and Plug just keep losing members. But this is, you know, a sheriff round. You're not expecting a whole lot.
No. I mean, there is a really good setup here for B. You have the gate crash available, so off this exec, there could be a TP down boathouse, and you have a really, like, it's a 2v3 flood.
Okay, had to shift away. Baozak gonna get the immediate support. Sato holds one side, is able to dispatch the problem, is gonna get netted and paranoid. So Sato just using his clone for a bit of a meat.
Okay, they're gonna win this round.
And Trusting Plug could be getting
is that a thing?
an eco there.
Fixing some things, so
advantage the traits they had early. Victor is on his way, and this is a tough site to be able to push into. He's got Teague, he's got Sacred up in the closet.
Oh my god, I thought he was going to win that.
Victor's position revealed. Has a lot of time to work with still. The spike is taking down. Victor's going to take a different approach. Sacred reads it. And there's just
okay, Teague, okay.
Beautiful thrifty out of Plug. Hidden Tiger kind of move there, but hey, Trust and Plug. They're able to scratch the surface of M80. The annihilation. That's what I want to see. Disruption out of Trust and Plug, causing that.
Save me, save me.
Caillou's just keeping position hidden as much as possible as Okeanos gets dragged to his death. Caillou can't avenge him, and this could be one of the best rounds for Trust and Plug. Minus, of
I'm
course,
tripping.
Thrifty.
I'm tripping.
Spike does go down. Sato,
I must be tripping, right?
The op is gonna help us.
Because in my eyes, felt like he could be saved.
Show their positions.
No?
This could be deadly. Teague just trying to buy time. There's the flash from the Yorum. Sato's gonna drop down, swaps off the op, and M80 have a chance to take back over. It's all thanks to
Bro, man. This guy's a clutch player, by the way.
Now Sato down towards tree.
Man, this is my third series in a row, so
really consistent. And
sorry if you're gonna be a little more chill.
Have not found a good counter.
Oof.
Victor, bro, every time I see Armageddon now, I would think about that play.
That catches Teague on the exit.
For the rest of my life, maybe? I don't know.
Play from Victor.
Oh no. That's all I can say. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so unlucky, no.
That's a tough one. Yeah. And
yo,
like,
careful, bro.
Just inching
Giraffe's there.
towards B, looking for chaotic.
Don't hurt animals, dude.
They're causing a lot of disruption over on the boat side of things as the Omen teleports over. Okeanos joins the fray, and Plug have their bases covered, and that's about actually infiltrating the back of the site. They only have 12 seconds. And here's Plug. Once he spots the Okeanos paranoia, that was the time to engage.
Oh my god.
Again, but they
got destroyed.
Plug, and it's a spike that gets played that's just barely in time, and it's up to Sato and Victor.
Hey, the lobster fisher Moose really.
Man, M80 cannot afford to lose this round, actually.
With this op now, I will say there's a dimensional drift available for info.
Just hoping that someone peeks him first.
Okay.
And
Oh.
just,
Gets a
just
clean kill
moves us
there.
out in the open like that. And Sato has a 1v2 to do. Chaotic still holding on to the op. And Sato's
There's no
just
way. There's no way.
to go, but Sacred did manage to clip his wings. Sato 28 HP, Spike ticking down. We need to think about getting this halfway, but is worried about the Sacred peak at any second.
Bro, NT. Oh my god.
In their shadow. Set up in the area, but the Spike is actually heading into tree, and Victor gets found, gets surprised, and smoked off from glass. So Kianos has to
Okay.
reposition, but Sacred.
I'm becoming a big fan of Okeanos, bro.
Oh, Kianos is a bodyguard at the door, but the shotgun's even too much for him. And the numbers are equal once again, but
30
Plug, the
seconds
jig is up, and they got a Spike. They gotta get the Spike down quick. And thankfully,
Thank
out of
you.
sight. No, Moose emerges. Not expecting the defenders to be there already.
Ay, 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 ay.
Use there from Bao. Annihilation. Trigger pulled from Teague. Ult versus ult. Nothing on the Annihilation. It looks like Teague will still have the
Okay,
weapon,
take
and
another
that's all
clutch
that
for
matters
him, man.
Plug.
And once again, low money on M80.
Weak. Back down to an eco, the timeout. Not favoring M80 here.
Plug really finding the sink, and Plug just running over Sato after M80 trying to change it up. Now Chaotic has come alive. They've really sealed this round together, especially when M80 had a broken buy. So it's all about farming up their ults, which Chaotic doesn't even really need to. He's going to have the cutoff easily on Victor, who's just slow walking by himself. And I think Okeanos is down to sit this round out.
Just farming out here.
There's
Ace on the pistols. Chaotic, honestly though, has been popping off regardless of the eco ace and farming them up. It really is Chaotic coming alive, right? Chaotic on the entries has been feeling a lot less disjointed, and honestly, I would even say the entire team as a whole feels less disjointed out of Trust and Plug. The socket has really started fitting in for them, and that's truly what needed to happen. Like, look at this push out. It's a perfect example of it, where they just managed to not only, at this point, yes, it was an eco.
Arsenal
but they were
1.
setting up, and the core fundamentals.
Real
still
Madrid
carry
0. Oh my
round to
god,
round.
the guy got an ace? I went to see the goal, and the guy got an ace?
The ones that are a bit more confident in being able to find
my
how
God.
disjointed M80 are.
Amazing, bro, amazing.
Drift, though.
Real Madrid is done, bro.
Back these positions
That
are.
game is
How does
over.
these Plug have to work with, so they just storm.
But
on
today
it.
Flamengo is gonna
Behind
win.
Sato
Make my day happy.
strikes. And now Plug have a lot more angles to worry about, and they just set their sights forward. They evict Bao from the closet, and it's a Spike that
Another goal. I don't know from who. I don't want to see anymore. I'm done. I'm
The
done.
fast rounds have been in favor of M80, but now on the retake, M80 looking to speed things up yet again.
Do Real Madrid, Real Madrid. But bro, too much already. Too much.
Have eyes on B main. They'll just smoke it off as M80 try to deal with one problem at a time, and there's two still within the site. Teague and Bones working so beautifully together on the high lows. Now Teague. Oh, still has a
Knifing. Ah, yeah, yo, Tig is looking clean. Bro,
from
7
an
for
ace to
Trust and
now a
Plug here on the
4K
attacking side is so
something
impressive, man. With this comp,
I remember earlier.
I don't even remember seeing that many rounds.
Boathouse, right? It's gonna be so solid out of them. Back towards another broken buy here for M80.
These guys are on fire today,
What
man.
even happened?
We saw them play against Envy.
Right in
I
the
think it
middle of the
was
smoke.
2 days ago.
And
What a
Plug
timing.
just off the yeah.
Or was
just the
yesterday, I don't even know
information
anymore.
for Bones has been huge, and just the cutoff.
They didn't look that hard, bro.
Even better.
But this guy's beat 100 tips once, remember? Oh my god, Sato, that was insane.
With him, and Plug are down to a 2 versus 1 to end this half on a good note.
What a timing out of mid. That's so.
Yeah, Victor, you gotta win this round,
Trust and
man.
Plug. I will say, amazing call for Victor
He's ahead
here
of the play.
to rotate towards the B site with so much noise down mid and A. He's going to be in the right position at the right time. As they just crawl up. I mean, Plug. They do have that Annihilation available from Teague, which, by the way, is crazy that we're seeing it so often out of this IGL, who's just been fragging again just to give them a bit more hype. And for this M80 squad, it's a difference of 4 rounds. If they can get this one, it'll be only a difference of 2.
30 seconds
And
left.
M80, Victor is giving them a sense of security by playing this deep into the site. They've cleared it, but not this final area. Victor is claimed, and Trust and Plug will go 8 to 4.
Oh my
on a
gosh.
streak at that, which is thrown in his direction. And he's gonna keep himself safe while M80 just busts through the front door. They're not even gonna knock. They're not gonna ring the doorbell. It's Bao that opens things up.
But my friends, remember, this is trust and plug map pick, okay?
From plug to limit their forces on entry. Bones gonna hope to sneak up on them at stairs and maybe converge with the sentinel there of Moose. And they do. They pinch Victor and Okeanos.
Kyle, you gotta win this, bro.
For the pistol.
But even if they win the pistol, bro.
Oh, man.
It seems impossible.
You have to fall back here.
Against this
There's
comp,
one
man.
shock dart and a dart available.
Well, if they did it, I can do it too.
Timing's rather
Right?
thin.
Now the Secret joins Moose. No longer the duel. It's now a 2v1. Moose
They're ready, man.
high low set up.
Get
And
one.
you just thought they were gonna
Yeah,
get
my
the
friends,
backside.
this is GG.
M80 are going to take that as a sign that gotta
my
hit the
God.
weaker site. And it's a little tougher than they expected to get through tree. They do manage to dislodge the person in glass. It's up to Sacred to keep himself safe, and he only has time to really teleport into hell when maybe he wished he escaped through heaven. And M80 are doing a good job of circumventing
Oh, that
the
was
challenges
nice.
of this round.
my God.
It's a 2v2,
One bullet.
all up to Sato. He's gonna drop,
Wow.
and he's been discovered. Or big turnaround.
Bro,
for
they got
Plug.
destroyed, my friend.
Whoa, good call. Immediate call on the Hunter's Fury. Catch them with utility. Victor's down. And it's off
And
that
they-
first tick. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Plug left the middle of the map open on purpose. That red carpet. Now so
How many? How many?
M80 has to
Ay,
do
ay,
it.
ay,
Now
this
it's
is
hosed
over.
down by Sacred.
They got destroyed, man. Oh my goodness. One of the best attack siders I ever saw with this comp here.
This map, we'll see.
30 seconds
Okeanos
left.
able to use the ult to get the spike in hand at the front door. He's about to say hello to his peer.
GG. Next
And
map
better
split
half
and
of
the decider.
Sacred,
I hope we get there. It's
13 to
Haven.
5. For Trust and Plug, we're trusting the process and certainly their map pick.
This log is so nice.
Yeah, that seems extremely drilled out of them.
Split now, my friends. M80 map pick. My boy Sato is once again playing Yoru here. Standard compositions this time, right? Nothing new.
Seeing that individual performance.
We are
and
seeing
speaking
this
of,
a
we have an
lot
individual down
in
here,
our
while the
regions.
rest of the roster is down towards different sites, and Teague being individual.
I personally would like to see Victor playing Razor, man. Sato on Yoru, maybe chat.
Testing the waters on
Do
the right
what they
side of the
did
map,
with
able to
the
teleport
old
back and
up
already bolster
energy.
to set up a retake. They'll let
That'd
the
be
spike
nice.
go through. You see the
But it's
three
different times,
Teague
right?
in
Different
position
times.
With Bones too. Imagine just
I
salvos,
still
fault
think it
line,
can work,
everything
man.
that
You
can
know,
rain
double duelists
down
are
on
here.
these M80 players as
We see
close
some
as they are to the
teams
front door.
using it,
But
and
how proactive do you want to be?
they have
M80 are gonna
success.
put
Oh, look at Sato.
and
Look at Sato.
before Plug could really play off of their own paranoia. That was thrown out by Sacred, but M80 slapped them in the face before they could think.
Oh, beautiful shots, Sato. Beautiful shots, man. Insane.
Fault line or at least flash if there were to be that big of a fight.
Yo,
But a
Tig
crack
is
in the
having
smoke,
a great
and
series
Tig
here,
gets
my
the
friends.
spike down in mid. M80 have to really depend on plan B, this option that these lurks are opening at A.
That's why I was worried about it. They have a setup here where they're playing in both of the heavens and reactive towards what M80 is doing. And because of that, mid crawl gets pinched, and now they're forced down towards the A site. The call's been made and the rotates are there for Plug.
Must win round, M80.
I like that when M80, when they plant the spike, they don't just sit pretty on the post plant. They like to get active early. Look at that early paranoia from M80. But Chaotic still does not falter.
Went for the big play.
The salvos up close, Plug able to break out of the choke, try to surround M80. And
Yeah,
now
man, they
it's a real
got this.
scrap.
Bro, will this be another stomp? There's no way, right?
It's on for that dimensional drift.
But there is a three-person walk down with the fault line from Plug to try and help this dimensional drift. Sato
Okay,
not
okay.
afraid to uncloak
Nice,
behind
Sato.
them, and he just backstabs Bones, opens up the lane for M80 to walk through. And with this Viper wall, they could do anything from go to ramp to go through main, and it's Teague with the three-piece, almost the full.
That's insane, bro.
And just like
And man,
that,
he actually
Plug,
whiffed
the
on the
firing
clone, bro.
squad, just
He
completely
didn't.
dismantling what
He
looked
would
like
have been
such a
dead,
good
bro.
round from M80. Of the firepower. As M80
Man, I wonder if the
walk
Brazilian
down
teams
again.
from
This time
franchise
they're
are not
playing
trying to
not
get
afraid to
Sato, man.
teleport, jump around, Plug, peek
Special
them
things like
early,
foot, you
M80
know?
are trying to be ready for it.
I think this move that M80 did was
Gonna leave
crazy.
that
They
mid
can
open to try and cut them
One,
off, take a different angle. That's what
have a great
Plug
player.
Really
We know, like,
successful
will happen
at
in the
on
main.
Ascent is how creative they were.
and
how
two,
much they
sell
were
him to
able to
the
read
franchise
M80
team,
do.
bro,
That was
and make a lot of money.
Cap gone again. M80 having control, still trying to find targets. It's an exchange. And Plug still denying any map control. Now the spike is gone. No,
big move, man. Big move.
And this lurk is so cooked.
Previous was an eco, and it does look different. It seems like a little bit more of a default setup. One concern, spike is still leaning mid.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Clone Okeanos just read that well. Now M80 just flood on in this time.
Good punish. I normally don't see a player holding up the angle.
Bow with a big opener. And the spike that
M80, gotta win this, man. 5v3. Don't fucking throw it.
For the first time since pretty much the start of the map. And they're just extending deep into screens.
I was gonna say
they are so rich, man. They can go
because they're in screens.
Their goal here is to damage mid economy
so much and not get much value out of their clears.
Yeah, that one is dead.
All right, you four get the omen, and you're just gonna have Okeanos deal with the rest. But a lot of angles to cover there. So M80 just have one person left to go.
Okay, and Rolling Thunder
able to strike early.
And Armageddon for M80 next round. Bow is one away from the Viper spot.
What's been good about M80 is if they can just land that paranoia, if you can just land that initiator util and have an advantage in these duels, they can set up themselves for success in these rounds.
Okay, got it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Change of pace here, but the proactivity, I'm wondering how it's going to act on them. Right, we haven't seen this yet.
Wow, just the defensive
Armageddon there?
from Bones just to get M80 scrambling early. There's all kinds of pings from M80 to try and walk down B main, and as M80 delay from the Armageddon, Plug take full map control and try to get into
made it with a good comeback
before Sato puts an end to that. Now one step at a time, M80 have one member on the site.
Oh my god.
It's such a pain.
Sato Victor, what is lost? Oh, Ken doesn't help there, bro. If he crosses that. But together.
One enemy remaining.
Just Bow really trusting Okeanos had cleared the backside and Bones just demolishes both. M80 are going to be met with early aggression yet. They are going to be allowed to have free space in heaven.
Sato.
He's expecting Plug to be narrowed down.
He's looking better and better, bro.
Sato gets an early catch. With this high ground, though, M80 have failed in this position before, and they're just going to decide to abandon it and pivot to A.
I like that, though, because this is a mid crawl that's slightly changed because they have the Viper wall and the player already lurked up. It gives them a lot more confidence on that A site.
It's not going to start off well. M80.
Okay. Bro, he's so good. He's so good.
And, it is a 1-for-1, keeping M80 with an advantage. A ramp push up.
And I like the way M80 is playing now. But it's easier when you're getting out these entries, right? Like
set up for the high ground.
So that helps.
And then your flank is the only thing you have to worry about if you're M80. And look who's already on.
They need to save this man. Actually,
looking out for Bones.
Sacred is so rich. Like he can interrupt.
Plug are split up from each other. Bones tagged up too. This is gonna be.
Yeah, but they're saving it.
Just the presence alone forces Bow to take a back sight position.
Oh.
M80 just okay.
Only one was not enough.
Not expecting that kind of party in ropes. And Plug pivot to A.
Actually, Trippy too, interrupting.
Just having a fun time in their bounce.
Big and Bow.
Castle.
Animals.
Just jumping around, jumping down into it. Double push pinch, though, is going to be a little lackluster, considering the fact that we already have these setups and you're going to get caught off guard in a couple seconds. Oki. There it is.
You might be in trouble. You might be in trouble now.
A really good play out of Plug, who played that slow and methodical. Not really trying to divulge.
They can win this, bro. They can win 2-0.
The gate crash in, and this is something that Okeanos has to worry about. He has a paranoia, and he manages to limit Chaotic for a moment, but Bones is able to bolster the front line, and Plug have a battle on their hands. And because of the smoke, you're able to separate this defense.
Victor, time to shine. Time to shine. You are a legend, bro. You know that. You got this shit.
From the top rope, 1v2.
Show them.
Pretty tagged up, and he gets the last laugh.
NT.
Who's on the other side? You have no mid control. You don't know if someone's in rope.
Oh my god, the timing is crazy.
Plug's hesitation.
Flash pick.
Eventually, they'll wait for that to expire.
Bro, bonus 2 kills.
Wow.
Oh, the guys are on fire. Oh my goodness, M80, you are in big trouble. They gotta save this shit fast.
Like, they're already backed up all the way towards B.
For their turn to go into B main, while the rest of M80 are ready to flood in as soon as they hear that gate crash expire. It's all up to Chaotic if he can protect
Sato,
himself in that
my boy.
sort of scenario, and he only goes 1-for-1. Can't go really band for band against M80. They've just re-established themselves on B. Plug, now that the smokes are...
You guys gotta help it out. My friend, bro. Help it out.
M80, but a shotgun this close? Bow, a big surprise.
That's it, that's it.
Caillou with the
That's what I'm talking about.
reload is so
All they need is for me to say that to them?
M80. A big
Sorry, it was on me then.
That's the best part about the game.
Sorry, my English is it's not there yet, my friends. It's not there yet, okay? Sometimes it fails. Big time. One day will be good. Now, it's kind of shit. But one day, you guys will see.
Keeping themselves around the
Will be amazing.
Not let Plug pivot into
I hope.
A or B.
Follow my hop with how he was jumping into a double stack because at this point now you have a
Sato, you never miss the shot in your life. Never. It won't be today. He won't.
M80 have fielded a lot more.
That's fine. That's fine. Props to him, bro. Props to him. That was a
Plug already
good,
have the spike drop.
good strafe.
M80
Okay. See,
gonna wrap around
my boy's
A.
insane, bro.
It's about T keeping himself alive as the Moose will join his side, and they made a lot of noise at B. They've lost people at B, and Plug have to decide is what's going to be the site hit. They got
Okeanos.
but the smokes are gone. M80 have open sight lines to cut off Plug. Good dodge on the flash.
Man, Okeanos plays everything, bro. Initiator, duelist, smoke.
That flawless M80 really needed that.
Good space for Plug to work with. M80 are throwing out paranoias to just delay things from Plug to push through main with a smoke in their faces.
Sato.
Chaotic looks for targets.
Okeanos. Okay, we got a game with my friends. They made it 9-9.
Just make these positions uncomfortable to make M80 a little insecure in the fault line after seeing.
Oh man, this is always the round, man.
Ropes. Plug are
Actually, the comeback is still dope, man. Now I feel like the game is in M80's hand.
But where do you go?
Even if
from
they
here,
lose this
M80?
one, I
And of
still
course,
think
cut
they
their
can take
bases
it.
in ropes. Not let this be a free climb into heaven.
But they shouldn't
Let
lose this, right?
work too into B.
That would be a
main.
throw.
B is looking like a weaker site to hit.
Ooh. The op does give
Yeah, they spot the
a little
op,
bit of
and they're going their way. They don't care.
hesitancy, I would say, off the Plug side because we don't want to go into that op. And now that's allowed
Or do they
M80 to
go
rotate.
all
things
the way
considered,
to
you
A
do also
from spawn?
have
No.
Moose with the wall up.
I would be lazy
towards
to
the
do that as well.
alien.
Too
They're still
much,
gonna
bro.
Go back
Can
towards B, and Sato's holding
walk
on
that
to
long.
this, so it's not completely out of M80's hands.
Yeah, 'cause Sato can just get the one and dip. Like, he doesn't have to commit to a 1v5.
Bro, that guy got lucky. Really lucky.
The teleport forward, saving that, but Sato saves the day. 2 HP and a dream. Someone put a stop to him.
That's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy. Oh my god, bro. You guys don't help me out.
Here and Sato's left.
Ah, that's what my...
More in the disrespect.
Bro, what the fuck happened, Sato?
Come back and some unbelievable moments.
Spanish.
But regardless, the op and the Euro.
Man, I was watching a video from Tansman teaching how to strafe and jump spot. I felt like 99% of the players, pro players,
to just be front
doesn't know how to do it like he did.
And Plug are so good at just waiting for smokes to expire.
And he said, I never died in a pro game.
Plug
doing strafes like that. Never.
Dimensional drift is
And I
going
actually don't remember.
Sato with the shoddy. Now he's got
Bro,
the
Sato is
up.
trying so
He's
hard,
looking
man.
for a fourth, and there's 2 enemies left in a crossfire position. Chaotic with the clone and the jump out. Sato almost flicks for the ace. Denied though by
Man,
Bones.
Sato is trying.
30 seconds left.
I count this position with zone now, bro.
Just
They're that shots on
thinking that
Bangkok.
They're gonna pivot out of A if they haven't planted yet.
I should call that. Actually, I don't.
Something's gotta be
On this
up.
op.
No one would understand, but that's...
Could get a big cut off here. The stomp.
When I see someone dead, that's what
Could not drop down
I remember.
fast enough. But Okeanos is still limiting Plug's forces. 10 seconds
10
left to plan.
seconds.
Okay.
Could prevent
Actually,
this from
Mentig,
happening.
he's
Caillou
being on
and
fire.
Okeanos
He's not
race
losing
in.
this, bro.
Not be able to stop the spike from going down, but could put a stop to Teague. He's in a 1v2.
Ah, okay. Oh, they're body shit too. 2 players are broke.
M80 getting real close to the tie. And Plug just
Oh,
hearing all that
someone is
action
gonna
out
pay the
from
bill
left
there,
side
bro.
of the map. Happy to just work with what they have on the right. The Rolling Thunder, just to make sure there's no pesky M80 members within the site. Now pushing screens to get paranoid from
Caillou, good
Sacred.
shot.
Still not enough to perturb Caillou, as this is for the lead and for match point. point. And it's M80 trying to dodge an Armageddon from Bones, and it causes a lot of chaos.
Aye. 2v1. Okay. He's a dangerous man.
Now it's just Bao.
Play together. Okeanos.
To take care of Teague on the post.
Oh, they have no idea. They have no idea.
8 seconds until a fault line, and couldn't turn and weren't fast enough on Okeanos. And M80 steal away a lead.
Mappy point for M80, my friends. Can they close it out? Or are we going to overtime?
Trying to attain a bare minimum of match.
Victor Armageddon now.
Now puts them at a deficit.
The paranoia in. B site completely opened to trust and plug.
Okay, Chaotic is 2 away from the dimensional drifter.
Of the site. As soon as the smoke clears, his op could really shine if he has space to. He's already getting pressed, but Victor by his side.
Everybody's dying like flies.
Allows Sato to still live.
Oh no!
And plug. We're also trying to dodge an Armageddon.
Oh yeah, as if you're a trusted plug of
might have been Victor, but there was an Armageddon causing a lot.
I wanna see 3 maps, bro.
Plug.
Honestly.
Now they find themselves not even on the site to protect the spike, and even if Moose peeks here, he won't be in vision.
And I don't think my boy the Sato deserves to lose this map, bro. GG!
And that is an M80 win.
Okay, Haven will be fun.
So many deficits this map. They came back.
They did. And honestly, that was, for any M80 fans out there, that was very much a turbulent ride. But we have landed safely.
Check it out
here,
how many Sato
and
first
M80
bloods he got, bro.
rightfully won.
Here we go, my friends.
That's a risk to take with everyone still alive. That at least try to play from main. That's why they got their courtyard covered. But kind of backstabbing them is this ISO cipher there from Bao and Victor. They managed to get 2 kills and plug. We'll clear their back.
Was speaking Portuguese.
They have to worry about not being able to have vision of the spike. That's why if you don't have picks early, you gotta worry about what the retake could hold.
So I lost the beginning of the round. Oh my god, they got a defuse there.
It was more than enough to take.
Okay, Victor is on ISO. Interesting.
Now, I mean, they have this, like, they've set this up for A, but you have just immediate counterattack from Sato.
Okay, good cover. Good cover.
Even Victor is great support. He does get
Sato, so aggressive.
3.
My boy is insane.
Plugged to bed. After taking some damage, just gonna take a seat.
That smoke really kind of.
Okay, here we go.
Get the 1v1 here for Victor. Tries to break it.
He got it. That was close though.
But now they have to be funneled towards garage.
Oh my god. What?
Garage push, trying to
What a way to die.
We're not gonna let that happen again. Plug also have an op to worry about. Sato being loud and proud over at C. Plug are gonna make their times easier. Gotta worry about your backline, Sato. Sight set. And after losing,
Nina was sleeping all day, bro. All day.
And that's a
only now she decided to appear.
The hunt down, and the spike is down.
She was sleeping in my bed.
Solo
under the blanket.
Shut down for Caillou. And it's all about, okay, well, the advantage that Plug has to work with is that, well, Bones.
Okay, man, and this is gonna break.
That'll be Bones.
Plug economy.
Try and catch him
once again.
Really, that's kind of the goal.
The read from Caillou.
4-0.
Yeah.
All right, better clear out. Victor, the first victim. The other duelist next on the death note list. And Plug have set themselves up for success. But wait, there's an owl drone from the high ground. Plug have their focus a bit split right now. This is some chaos that M80 could try and take advantage of. But now Plug are just trying to slip right into M80 in these isolated positions, almost giving a leg up to M80 to come back. But it is a thrifty from Plug that comes in.
I love Tom and Jerry.
Me too. We'll see. Now Plug with garage smoked off. Oh, but wait, this paranoia from Okeanos stops Plug in their tracks, and this is a great catch. But Okeanos punished by Bones, a big 2K to try and tilt the scales back in Plug's favor. But there's an op getting in position, barely dodging the Armageddon there from Bones. He's on his 3rd. He's on a hunt, and he won't have another teammate. Sato, his op exposed. Bones gonna try and get a safe plant, knowing the op's on the other side. He surely won't go for a push now. The Bones has to delay there on the post plant with the salvos and just can't hold a candle to Sato. Now Plug don't want to overcook. Kind of feed the lions. M80 are on the high ground. Caillou got a big 3K there before. Needs to sync up. There's the Yoru clone thrown out.
I'm gonna flash for Sats
Looking
too.
for an open sight line. As Caillou's trying to cause movement. Siege is off of both of their
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Can find in the drop down M80.
Actually, that flash that he did, it doesn't blind the guys. So I'm not sure if I like it.
The duel with an op though, and that's tough. And his teammates got zoned by the salvos from Bones. Timing is so unlucky. Spike is ticking down, and the angles are covered for.
5-2.
Be retaking like that towards A. They've cleaned up some of their A retake protocols. I wouldn't be surprised.
Victor has kill contract.
Seeing a new and improved form of M80.
After you heard that teleport from Sacred, he is deep into enemy territory. And M80 thought maybe, okay, he went through A heaven. This could be an A hit. No, it's through spawn. And Plug managed to get an open C lane. They're on the site because M80 are worried about where this flanker is. Sacred presence known.
I like this player, man.
Match up with his team and meet up with them. And M80 are overcooking these flanks again. They get read by trips, and that's been the beauty of having
I think
moves
was it today. There is a guy in Indonesia. I think he's from Indonesia. Called Nats too.
Really matter.
What a player, my friends. What a player.
One out of the picture.
Kid has impressed me so much today.
Bones and M80.
That's a good round.
I feel like I've had early fault lines to make sure these duelists don't get away with too much crime. And speaking of crime, Chaotic has been.
Oh my god. Poor guy, bro. Poor guy.
Victor, double tap, activated, and M80 secured their side of the map.
Almost? What?
A big double from Plug tilts the scales back in the offense's favor.
Wait a minute. And honestly, I'm liking
Zal falling apart. Oh my god, how he gets that one.
Oh, never mind.
Man, Sato is so good. Wow. We can win this, man.
Yeah, oh, that paranoia is gonna hit Bao. Neural theft in a 1 versus 2. Definitely possible. Wow. Plug are just gonna evacuate.
We should have got
Try
half.
and hide their position as best as they can, but now have to go and check.
How
up on
could
the
he know?
spike
How
after
could
the
he
tap
know?
From Bao. Only one place they could be, and that's from main. Dodging the fault line, the one in almost a second. Sacred back to safety. Did get tagged to 45. Chance to get the spike to half and even. Then Sacred.
Took ready.
Have is, what do they have cooked up?
Oh, Sato. You are insane, my friend. His AWP is so good, man.
Sato usually is able to just crash out of any salvos, and no way he gets the fadeaway.
Yeah, this kid is special, bro. Special. And he's a nice guy. I play one game with him, bro. He's a nice guy, bro. One of the nicest persons I ever met in my life.
Will still manage to play a 2 versus 4. There's a whole classroom of agents.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 8-4.
So much value in those windows he chooses to engage in. And Chaotic kind of played a Yoru like a Neon, just teleporting forward into danger.
Must win pistol here for Plug, man.
This is danger alone.
Game is looking so good for M80.
A lot of attention from Plug, while the rest of M80.
Man, they could have taken splat. They could have taken splat.
There's the paranoia. There's an execution.
But they're not done yet, Mundi. They're not done yet. They're still fighting.
Plug, take care of M80. M80 being really aggressive in mid, trying to chase that down. The aftershock.
Oh, jump.
Still try to get through. Paranoia from Plug.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice.
The perfect jump out to get a 3-for-1 exchange. You didn't even need.
They can do it. They can do it.
With Caillou lurking, he's
1v2, bro. 1v2. This is getting dangerous, actually. This is a huge round.
Versus 1. The spike still down. I'll be able to recover this.
At this point, it's been explicitly shown that Bones has really been able to break through so consistently in like the weirdest sort of niche ways. And now you're just pushing into this outlaw unaware, unopposed, but
bro,
is gonna send you.
That's a bad whiff.
In a bit of a presumptuous scenario.
The hat is bulletproof, don't you know?
Oh,
now Bao has a heads up on where this is.
He knows they're playing together. He knows. Bao, that was amazing, bro. But yo, Chaotic.
Through that round.
You could have missed that shot, bro. They managed to buy again. They managed to buy again.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting to show the stats.
Now they're just like flooding all out back the same way that they came from. Similar
That's
exit.
the same way that Plug cooked M80 last time, with that paranoia coming in at the angle as M80 had garage, but this time M80 just have a better reaction.
Okay, now if M80 secure this round, they will break Plug economy. But Chaotic is looking for redemption. Oh my god, what a timing.
1v1.
Good trade, Sato.
Sato deals with
Bones.
Chaotic.
1v3.
Down. 1 to go, and it's Bones. There's a crack in the smoke to try and get some vision into the site. But a 1v3 is hoping this.
Yeah, bro, you're not winning this. Gotta save. That's a smart decision, brother. Stats.
He rises up yet again, and I am.
Let's see what they cook here, man. Only stingers for plug.
About the stingers.
Well, a lot of times this runs.
Chaotic.
They are dangerous, man.
To kind of chill out and pick at least his
Casters were saying that Victor has been the one that goes first, and he has always been this kind of player, man. Yeah, it's always these rounds. It's always these rounds. Optic energy. He was a trader, man. He was a secondary entry. That's where he succeeded the most. Victor was never the guy who played for his stats, you know. He was always did what had to be done.
And now Teague out of the equation. That's IGL able to at least click through stuff. But Chaotic is posted up here. I don't think they expect the clear. Yep, not at all.
Well done, man. Beautiful round. And now it's M80 who is broke in 2 players.
To the driver's seat, but still in a.
They actually bought here with the Bucky and the Chef and Kyle.
Response dimensional drift.
My Chef and the biggest fan, bro.
Rifles on the M80 side, but a
The Buck is okay, but
can still hurt if it can hold an angle and hold up.
Going with the Chef very true.
M80 are holding close and having a paranoid.
Okay, Hunter is here for Kaya.
As soon as Plug even think about coming in and
yeah, they won't need weapons here. They won't need weapons. But you have Kamehameha, bro.
Just annihilating any entry.
Oh my god, they got destroyed.
Just T gonna 1v4 and. Hey, you get the
good job, Kyle. Good job. Oh, look who is saying hi to you again, my friends. Look at the camera, Nina, and say hi to my friends, to your friends. Wish them a good day, a good night, a good life, and say you love them.
I can get into garage. Not wanting to invest too many members there.
Princess.
A breach fault line. There's a paranoia
on top of my PC. She loves to stay there, bro.
As soon as this Yoru teleports,
not sure if my PC likes that.
Out the Armageddon from bones and there's
it doesn't say anything.
That's just a bit of a bait. And a 1-for-1 comes through. The A site is going to be rushed up upon.
And Plug on prevention duty.
Okay, bro. That's good.
Small headshot onto Bao and he's still
and this will be
and Plug doing what they can.
Mapping series point for M80. GG Euro team, my friends. Not gonna lie, I don't believe in the comeback. I think this is over. Sato, I love you, but these skins are weird, bro. Actually weird. That's why you died here, actually.
There's no one there, so they just have to.
Victor's one away from the kill contract. They could give the spike to him.
As M80 want to have time,
but they never do that.
Using the spike plant. And I worry about this tripwire though, and Sacred and Moose don't have an immediate reaction. Maybe wanting to have a solid plan.
Oh, will they clear about here?
It's gonna be
have to, right? Nah, why should they? Why should they?
And here's Sacred that could have a punish.
Oh my god.
And he's almost fumbling.
Okay, triple tray.
To secure the kill.
Sacred is low HP.
And even battle. That made a chance to take the series, and it's Okeano's found. The rest trying to play from main. The spike, diffuser.
You guys need to start plant on that position, man. Everybody's doing this. This is just fun.
Clutch potentially. The defuse is halfway. Plug are gonna stick it. Sacred sacrifices himself, and it goes through. Plug still have to play flawless and having a good read on least on the
chaotic
hit. A lot of edge in the chaotic. But he has a kill contract to get through. See who will put the ink down.
Oh, NT, bro, NT.
Careful with this shot. A star removed.
I always like Victor as a player, bro.
A one-man advantage. As M80 hope to truck on.
I'm happy that he's on M80. Of course, I miss my boy B-Dog, the hero, the Brazilian hero.
Not let this offense.
Save Fúria, bro. Save Fúria.
They leave it. The corpse is gonna reveal.
And tomorrow I will do TSM game, okay?
But it's a run.
Tomorrow will be a long day, bro. I think there's 6.
I don't expect them to end B.
Yeah, I think there's 6 games tomorrow.
Them to just plant it fast.
TSM will face Sentinel's Cupboard Academy.
Really crucial.
And I think Ames plays too.
Paranoia and fault line T.
There's some games from Thailand too that I will do in the morning.
Clear the site.
VCT NA.
Assess the numbers.
Beautiful day.
Left from Plug.
Send good energy to my back, bro.
Obscure
Please. I need that. My back is not good, bro. And if you can, support me on Patreon because I need to buy those desks that you can adjust the height, man. And leave a like. But if you can't, leave a like and subscribe. This also helps a lot, my friends. See you tomorrow. I'm gonna rest now, watch Flamengo suffer a little bit, and I love you all.
Give it to them.